to get the Demonic Pursuit to try and get more resetability. So especially for that first neutral objective, there's a chance that Cars can do something, can be a bit more active in the EXP lane.
So will this be the answer, ladies and gentlemen, that Navi have been searching for from week number 1, week number 2, no match wins? Will they be able to break their lose streak here, right now, as we enter the Land of Dawn for game number 3 between Alter Ego and Navi?
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, into the Land of Dawn. We go. Worship Paul on the Joy. Perhaps we've been seeing him on the wrong heroes. Maybe it's time for Worship Paul to put a team on his back.
That may be the case, but for Alter Ego, they love this start a lot, man. Hijume and Dreams just going together and bullying X-Magic. This has happened at least twice, if not thrice here in this match alone. Emblems by IndieHome shows you that brawling is in the minds for these teams as well, but also cooldown. 4 Inspires overall. Valentina, Badang, Kareth, and the Yve. Everyone just wants these spells, man. These fights are long, but not too long, so we need some damage. X-Magic! Oh, what a flicker! Good read! X-Magic!
That was so close. X-Magic was on a sliver of health there, so even despite his choices in emblems, he wasn't able to sustain too much. Forced the flicker, forced the recall as well, and so there are some resources burnt out from the side of Navi. And coming back into this, Heist versus Shive now.
Heist versus Shive, I think that's an interesting situation. We have to see how this plays out, because we said the Harriet is something that both players use really well. But man, X-Magic is playing a risky game, man. Alter Ego's mid lane is just so aggressive here. Hijume doing great on this Yve, despite the fact that we haven't seen him do anything too crazy just yet.
We wanted Hijume to be on a utility hero, right? We've seen him on the Valentinas, I think in the first 2 matches, 2 games rather. But now him being on the Yve, how do you think this is going to change their gameplay?
I think there's a good deal of utility built in, and as Mirko mentioned, you put Hijume on these long-distance damage-dealing heroes like the Yve, like the Farsa. He still does a decent, he plays it decently as well. Cars though,
Split. Going over. RWM going to be used up as well. X-Magic, no level 4 just yet, so we can't steal the RWM. Retreat, Kebe secures it. Worship Paul back to his own purple buff, but he's already stolen Kebe's purple buff.
Wait, was Worshipal, wasn't he a level ahead of Gebe earlier on?
not sure about that in particular. We'll have to maybe wait and see in the replays, but I think the Suryo just allows you to kind of delete that level differential. But Worship Paul actively finding ways to get into the jungle of Gebe and steal some camps away. That orange off on the bottom is left untouched though. Seems like all three are the ones trying to equalize, trying to go into the top side of Navi's jungle, trying to make sure that they don't lose any value that way.
I mean, Mirko, you criticized Worshipal's farming pattern earlier on. How is his performance now on the Joy?
It's better, but you can definitely see that he's playing it super safe. He saw the enemy orange buff. He decides, you know what?
Ooh.
No, even though there's no one here, no, I think someone's here. You know, again, he's overthinking a lot of things, but it is getting better. He stole the purple buff. He's staying pretty well ahead, I would say, of Gebe because of the orange buff, but there's definitely a lot of improvement still for Worship Paul.
And overall, you can see Alter Ego still getting the better of Navi, due partially to that mutual objective. Now Gebe can go for his own purple buff, but even if Navi's gonna try and make a play forward, doesn't seem like they have the room to do so though.
Oh, Worshipal?
Oh, wow. Wait. Already stole it.
Yeah, good steal there also from Worship Paul, just stealing the purple buff away. I thought for sure that would just be taken away. The RWM gets placed down, and I think by now, Worship Paul should be like 2 levels ahead, but he's not. Gebe is actually still holding on. Hanafi stunned up, JCC. Whoa, flicker from Hanafi, and X-Magic gets his recall cancelled. So, Turtle Prio for Alter Ego still.
Would agree. I think that's a huge resource burnt out by Hanafi earlier on, so Alter Ego also have the information. This upcoming event, we should be able to have a bigger advantage. You can see Gebe already starting that neutral objective as well, and as well as Dreams. So with this, Navi, they should be on the back foot.
Ooh. Worship Paul to go in there. Will be caught in the bad spot. Hanafi put them down, but now Hanafi will be the one put down by Nino. Infernal Pursuit plus the turtle.
That's a 2-0 trade.
Just like that, Alter Ego again pulling ahead in the early game. Navi can really match with this aggression, this phobias. I think for a while, these kind of heroes that can go all in, that can wants to go into the fighting and do damage, it's great for Nino. But Cars even forced to flicker out right here. The pressure, man, for Alter Ego. It's clear mid wave and go around. But look at this duel. Washipol and Gebe. Oof.
Yeah, that's not a fight that Washipol is going to be able to win right now. And it feels like this is a little bit more different than we saw in game number 1 and game number 2, right? Alter Ego, I feel like they're a little bit more cleaner in terms of the execution. What do you think here, Arashi?
They really haven't been making a lot of weird mistakes. Everything they've done generally has a purpose so far. They can be cleaner when it comes to moving together, right? Setting up for a team together. Like here, Dreams ahead from everyone, but Washipol will be able to get away from it. The zoning, though, definitely is a big problem here. Nino is the one that gets that orange buff.
But Gebe as well here. His entire jungle has not been touched for a while. It's an interesting move. I wonder why.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually focusing more on going to the lanes here. He's been clearing lanes more than just the jungle, it seems like. You see a lot of his camps are actually left upstanding.
Been up for a while.
On a concern, you know, as a contrast, you can see Washipol's jungle is relatively clean. So, wonder what's the idea there. If he's trying to set up for the timings of the buffs potentially, but leaving it up for that long, it's gonna allow Washipol to just get an advantage EXP-wise by default, even without any fancy moves. 8 seconds here before the next turtle spawns. Gebe will have his purple buff completed. There's
Magic and stun. Down below, even Nino's winning out against Washipol here. Has to back away. Control for Alter Ego once again. Hanafi and Cars looking for a cheeky angle. It's Magic is still in the RWM now as Nino bumps it forward onto Cars. Time and pass with the split as well. Washipol diving into the back line. Whoa, together with Hanafi. That's him locked down. Washipol with the red tree. Damn, they're still able to escape. Meanwhile, though, Hyde for the damage on towards Cars, who has mounted Nino. They gotta play it safe. Cars flickers out. They are happy with just the turtle. But again, it was traded. X-Magic died.
I mean, technically that was a stolen turtle, no? Alter Ego was the one to set up first. Gebe was successfully zoned away, and Washipol, luckily enough, was able to get that objective away from Alter Ego, doing his best to try and limit the Alter Ego snowball from happening and still gain a little bit more resources, especially in the first 7 minutes of the game.
I mean, that was interesting, man. Navi with a creative move right there, sending Washipol to just go for the steal with Hanafi locking down Gebe right there. And Alter Ego, they were trying to counter back, but the fact that Cars is on the glue and he can kind of mount onto someone, transfer some of the damage, makes it difficult. But Washipol,
Heist tanked it up there first. Miscommunication. And that gives over mid-prio. It should be a turret for the mistake. Oh, the RWM is short off of the cannon. Minion 2x Magic gets caught in it. He pops into RWM just for the shielding. Now tries to run away, gets stunned up by Dreams. Fist crack coming in a bit late from Hanafi. And it's always just a trade. A kill for a turret now.
At this point, who is it worth it for when they trade like this?
You know, it's still worth for Navi, man. Trading X-Magic for big objectives. Hanafi though, gotta be a bit careful there. But they got the mid turret off X-Magic's sacrifice right there. And now Washipol gonna go in like my beats now, gets stunned up as well. Some on-force chasing him down. Washipol still able to dash away. Hanafi caught in the infernal pursuit. Cars gets severed by Gebe. And now it's a win for Alter Ego.
I mean, just as you say that, Arashi, Alter Ego come back and they pull out the same stops, right? They're able to get 2 members from the side of Navi as well as that mid turret that they can finally use to their advantage.
I'm not sure what happened in that fight in particular. It seemed like both teams were somewhat equal, right? They were kind of close. But in that fight in particular, it really felt like Alter Ego had just so much more damage. Navi just could not react to anything. Maybe it's because they were clumped up trying to defend the turret due to the movements from Alter Ego. But now with a 5k advantage, Alter Ego can look for the exact same thing. If they can get a fight as dominant as earlier, they can force that onto Navi right now.
Gabe's a level ahead, by the way. Washipol level 13, Gabe level 14. I mean, the last time around we saw that Washipol, Cars, and Hanafi were able to kind of zone Gabe away. So we'll see if they're able to replicate that success.
X-Magic stolen Glorious pathway. Hanafi trying to go for the steal. Goes for the fist crack, but ends up just dying in vain because Washipol wasn't even in there.
Washer Paul wasn't, Shive wasn't either. Shive was pushing on the bottom side. So it seemed like Navi had was thinking like, we let it go, we won't commit too many members, we go for a push, but on the off chance Hanafi is able to make a hero play, we'll take the free objective. Now with the Lord, with the Yves as well, there's good siege potential coming in from Alter Ego, unlike in game number 2.
Nino?
Washer Paul, Nino, 1v1.
Okay, Washer Paul able to escape, but now, flicker burn from X Magic. Alter Ego sieging very slowly this time. They've learned from the previous learn, because you don't call it losses anymore, right?
Right.
Previous learn, he was they're coming back now. I mean, Washer Paul, he was in the bottom lane for so long. What was he doing?
He was farming and looking for a chance to maybe catch a quick 1v1. He is on curve, gold and EXP wise. Look at this though. Ooh! Some damage.
RWM this time from X Magic, stolen in the way. Hijume flickers out. And Navi, there's another good question here. Is it teakable?
Is that just the term now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean,
Teakable.
That's the
who could have
official
done that? Who could have done that to Onyx if not Teak?
Alright, makes sense. But again,
I give you that. Cars walks up forward, split as well. Able to buy some time.
Whoa.
Now is that. Hanabi almost taken down. Cars as well, despite the split. The minions have been cleared out. No, there's a cannon minion still in the mid lane there, hiding in between the two beefy boys.
The cut by Washer Paul though from downtown. He's staying active, man. He is farming up a storm right there, minions included, but his team might need him for the next sequence here. Navi trying to clear as well. We'll be able to.
He started the turret on Nino with a flicker forward.
Shive?
Get the last hit on Shive. Kiting away. Nino all alone taken out by Cars. Meanwhile, Gebe going into the bottom lane. Washer Paul has recall and now will try to go on to Gebe. Oh no, Blade Surge was used forward by Gebe. No way still survives this. Oh my lord. Okay, he doesn't. Shive gets the kill. 3 base turrets, so still worth it for Alter Ego.
that's it, right? 3 base turrets were taken down, so in the very end, Alter Ego have control over the map, especially if they want to buy time for the next neutral objective to spawn, which will happen in about 20 seconds. You said Washer Paul was farming up a storm, but he was still like a level, 2 levels below Gebe earlier.
Trying to catch up at least,
Maybe,
it seems like.
I think that's the plan.
But the cuts, I mean, that was quite effective. Unfortunately, again, all 3 base turrets were taken down. And the fact that now Hijume has the Wishing Lantern, that means that the job just got even tougher for Cars and Hanafi. They're going to be taking a lot more procs from that Wishing Lantern. Max HP damage is brutal to deal with, especially from the looks of it. There seems to be a potential Lord Dan scenario coming through. And with Shive busy in the top side, Alter Ego can't go for a rush down on the Lord, or they can just go for the safer option, which is to go for a pickup potentially.
For sure, that's definitely information. Alter Ego knows where Shive is right now. They can look for a cut even if they want to. Technically, Navi aren't in a position to do so. Take a look at Bada, Hanafi.
Oh, they reset it.
Oh, Gebe waiting for the Blade Surge, real world manipulation and highs! Burst him down! Now it's the kite back for Navi, but they do not have a Sicilian this time. They do not have that late game damage. Gebe secures the Lord for Alter Ego.
All they have right now is Shive. Their hopes and dreams rest on the man alone. But he isn't snowballing. He's 1-0-1. Right now, 1 item away from full damage, from full inventory. Sky Piercer, Malefic Roar, and the Sea Halberd. He can lower the regeneration. He can do more max HP damage, but overall, will he alone be enough without the assistance of X Magic Sicilian?
That's a big question. I mean, it's not looking good, honestly. Technically, Alter Ego, they have a lot of tools as well that they can utilize to their advantage. It looks like this might be yet another match loss for the 9th place team.
As a stun, oh my lord, where did Cars go?
Oh!
Alter Ego with their magic tricks here. Game 3, 14 minutes, a stop by Alter Ego to get it done.
That was a rough one for Navi. After a great comeback in game number 2, they tried to have the same kind of success.